Okay, today we're going to be talking about finding the area and the perimeter of a polygon. Now, this is generally a pretty simple thing with most shapes. Area is just the length times height, right? So I think you just have rectangles and triangles on here. So the area of a square or rectangle is just basically the length times height or width, or what. Let's do length times height. Okay. Then the area of a triangle, so this is a square or rectangle, this is going to be a triangle, is length times height multiplied by 2. Okay, so you just half. If you think of a rectangle, it contains 2 triangles, right? So you just half it, and that's going to give you your area. So let's look at an example. I'm just going to do one area, then I'm going to go over to the perimeter and do one. So let's do a square rectangle shape on the area. So basically, I need to figure out the length and the height, right? Now the problem here is this is on a coordinate plane, but these are diagonal, so I can't just count it. I'm going to have to use either the Pythagorean theorem or the distance formula. So let's use the Pythagorean theorem. So Pythagorean theorem basically just says that I can figure out that length by just counting, making a right triangle and counting the legs, right? So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a length of 8, and this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So again, set up the Pythagorean theorem. It would be 7 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. So 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, 49 plus 64 is going to be 113. So 113 is equal to c squared. And then the last thing you do is you square root. And the square root of 113 is going to be 10.63. So 10.63 is equal to c. So this length is 10.63. Okay, now I need to figure out this length. So I'm going to do it, well, let's just do it right here. So again, I'm going to make a right triangle and then count the length. So this is 1, 2, 3, and this is 1, 2, 3. So to set up the Pythagorean theorem, it would be 3 squared plus 3 squared is equal to c squared. So 3 squared is 9, so 9 plus 9 is equal to c squared, and then 18 is equal to c squared, and then you just need a square root to figure out the length there. So the second square root of 18 is going to be 4.24. So 4.24 is going to equal that length right there. 4.24. Now I know the two lengths. Now it wants me to find the area. So basically this is a rectangle, right? So I just take the length times the height. So 10.63 times 4.24, 45.07. So this one, the area is going to equal 45.07, approximately. Okay? So I did round a little bit, so it's approximately 45.07. All right, so basically when it's set up and you need to find a diagonal length on a coordinate plane like this, you can use the Pythagorean theorem. You can also just look at the points, the 2 endpoints, and use the distance formula, but you're just going to get those same numbers either way. Okay, let's try doing a perimeter. So perimeter is where I have to figure out the measurements of all the sides and add them together, right? So I said I do a triangle on this one, so let's do a triangle. So let's do this one up here. So one of these sides is easy to do, right? This horizontal one I can just count. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this side is 10. But I'm going to have to use either the distance formula or the Pythagorean theorem. They're really just the same thing, so I'm going to do the distance formula or the Pythagorean theorem because it's more visual, and this is a video, okay? So looking at this side right here, I'm going to try to find this length first. So this leg is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that one is 1, 2, 3. So 3, to set it up, would be 3 squared plus 4 squared is equal to c squared. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. You guys have probably seen this example a million times. And then 9 plus 16 is 25. And then the last step would be to square root, and that's going to be just 5. Okay, so that side length is 5. And then let's look at this side length. So this side length is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Makes sense, since that side is 10, that would add up to 10 as well. Okay, so then we just set it up. It would be 4 squared plus 7 squared equals c squared. 4 squared is 16, 7 squared is 49, 16 plus 49 is going to be 65, is equal to c squared. And then the last step is to square root, and square root of 65, 8.062, so that'd round to 8.06. Okay, so 8.06. Then, last thing to do to find the perimeter is just add all those side lengths up. So 5, that's a 5, plus 10 plus 8.06 is going to equal 23. We'll do perimeter is equal to 23.06. And that is your answer right there. Sorry, couldn't really see that at the end. All right, and that's all you're doing for the perimeter.